Hey, Thies, aren't you married yet? You're getting up there in age, right? Don't your parents ever push you to get married? Good evening, Maggie. Well, I haven't really thought about it. Right now I'm pretty busy with work and I haven't had much time to meet anyone. My parents haven't really pressured me about it either. They've always told me that I should live my life at my own pace. Wow, that's so nice. My parents are always on my case about it. They keep telling me you have to get married before you turn 30. No one's going to want you after that. You'll just be seen as an old hag with no market value. I'm constantly hearing that kind of stuff. Oh, I see. Well, that must be tough for you. For the record, I'm already over 30, so I guess meeting your parents would be pretty awkward for me, huh? Wait, really? You're over 30? Well, in that case, maybe you should start worrying a little. You're pretty much on the verge of being in the leftover market, aren't you? Well, maybe from a certain point of view, but I've always believed that if you don't meet the right person at the right time, no matter how great they are, things won't work out. Forcing something just doesn't make sense. Wow, that's pretty deep. I guess those are the words of wisdom that come with age, huh? Is that so? Thank you, I suppose. Though I'm not sure how I feel about that compliment. Well, in any case, now I get it. If you had someone you were thinking of marrying, I was going to suggest inviting them to our wedding. But since you don't, I guess that's that. Yep, that's about right. But thanks for being thoughtful. Well, we'll still be counting on you for the big day. You'll be there, right? Of course, I wouldn't miss it for the world. I'm looking forward to it. Wait, what's going on? You suddenly slapped me? What are you thinking? Huh? That's what I should be asking you. I heard you grew up in an orphanage, right? An orphan at a family event like my wedding? Oh, how embarrassing. A stranger like you shouldn't even be here. Are you seriously saying this? Yes, I was raised in an orphanage, but is that really such a big issue? Officially, I'm legally recognized as part of the family. I've always had a good relationship with Arnold, and we've gotten along as siblings our whole lives. I'm sure Arnold sees me as his real sister. Ugh, orphans are gross. Seriously, it's disgusting. And that means if I marry Arnold, you're literally just a stranger. Strangers shouldn't be attending our wedding. Are you serious right now? Of course I'm serious. And by the way, since you're not blood related to Arnold, you're not harboring weird feelings for him or anything, right? 'Cause that would be seriously gross. What? No way. Of course not. Neither Arnold nor I think anything like that. Ew, you're seriously disgusting. You were adopted from some random place, right? I can't believe something like that could be a part of a family. That's just not acceptable. So this is how you feel? Fine, I understand. Just know that I've always treated Arnold like my brother. You're not family, so stop acting like you are. Now, get out! Understood. Thea! That was just a joke. Please come back right now. You didn't actually leave, did you? What are you talking about? You actually slapped me, didn't you? You looked me straight in the face and said I was a disgusting orphan raised in an institution. You really think I'm going to forget that? Wait, stop taking that seriously. I'm telling you it was just a joke, so come back. I didn't think you'd get all emotional about something like that. Honestly, are you really going to let that bother you? Even if it wasn't your true feelings, or even if it was just a joke, what you said was unforgivable. You slapped me in front of everyone and told me to leave. I never want to be involved with you again. What you did was absolutely cruel. Hold on, that's gotta be a joke, right? Wow, you're really something, aren't you? Joking right back at me like that? You've gotta be kidding. But seriously, come back. You've caused a huge scene, and now the whole wedding is on hold because of you. Everything is falling apart, so just come back and we can fix this. Yes, I know things have fallen apart. My phone hasn't stopped buzzing. My family is really worried. My parents keep calling to check if I'm okay. Arnold is trying to reach me too. It looks like I've caused a lot of trouble for everyone, but honestly, this isn't just about me. Arnold is out looking for you right now. Please, I am begging you, come back already. The wedding can't go on without you. This is all turning into a disaster. I've already told you I'm not coming back. You slapped me and humiliated me and then told me to leave. You don't just get to snap your fingers and make everything go away. If you want to go ahead with the wedding, then be my guest. But don't expect me to come back and pretend like none of this happened. I'm not going to support this marriage anymore. Arnold is furious. Do you have any idea how much he's angry right now? He's absolutely livid about what happened. He's asking why you would say such cruel things to me, his sister. Your parents are completely beside themselves with anger, too. Your dad even stood up in front of everyone and shouted, "This wedding is off!" Now the whole venue is dead silent. It's an absolute nightmare. Oh, I see. Well, that sounds like a real mess. But I can picture it clearly. Right now, my mom is probably holding a handkerchief, trying to keep herself from crying. That's exactly what's happening. Your dad was shouting at everyone to calm down, but you could see the anger in his face. He was glaring at everyone, especially me. And then right after he shouted at Arnold, "This wedding is canceled," your mom quietly walked up to my parents and said, "We can no longer permit this marriage to go forward." She said it so calmly, but the weight of her words was enormous. I see. So my parents are that upset. It's a strange feeling, but it also makes me realize just how much they care about me. I guess in a way, I'm really lucky to have such a loving family. Don't act like this is some sentimental revelation. You realize how bad things are, right? And if this keeps going, Arnold's life will be ruined. The only way to fix this is if you come back and clear everything up. You can still make things right, so please, just come back. No, I think it's too late for that now. Listen, maybe you haven't thought about this, but we're just like any other family. Sure, I'm not their biological child, but my parents still raised me with love and care. Arnold has never once made me feel like I didn't belong. Can you imagine how it feels to have your family insulted like that? Well, yeah, I guess I wouldn't like it if someone said something bad about my family. That would hurt. Exactly. So if you wouldn't want someone to treat your family that way, why do you think it's okay to treat others like that? This is something my mom taught me when I was just a kid. She told me that if I didn't want to be treated a certain way, I shouldn't treat others like that either. It's such a simple lesson, but it's important. Why are you giving me a lecture now? We can talk about all that later. Right now, all I need you to do is come back. That's it. If you come back, everything will go back to normal. So please, just do it. I'm not coming back. Arnold is on his way to see me, and I'm going to talk to him directly. I'm not going to try to change his mind about anything, so don't worry. If, after hearing everything, he decides he doesn't want to go through with the wedding, that's his decision. But all I'm going to do is tell him the truth, nothing more. Please, just listen to me. I'm really, really sorry for what I said. I've thought it over, and I realize how wrong I was. I won't ever make the same mistake again, I swear. So please, just come back, and we can make this right. I've already told you no. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I am exhausted, and honestly, I just need to be alone right now. Wait, no, you can't just leave like this. If you don't come back, everything is going to fall apart. Arnold is going to be devastated, and your parents will never forgive me. Please just do this for your family. Don't you care about them? Of course I care about my family. That's why I'm doing this. You see, my parents taught me the importance of standing up for myself, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not going to let you or anyone else treat me like I don't matter. I know my worth, and I won't let anyone diminish that, not even for the sake of a wedding. But what about Arnold? Don't you care about how this will affect him? He loves you, Thea, and he's counting on you to be there for him. You're his sister, and he needs you now more than ever. Please, don't let him down. I'm not letting Arnold down. I love him, and I'll always be there for him. But that doesn't mean I have to put up with being treated like this. If Arnold truly loves me and respects me, then he'll understand why I'm doing this. And if he doesn't, well, then maybe this marriage wasn't meant to be after all. You can't be serious. You're really going to let everything fall apart just because of one stupid comment? Is this really how you want things to end? This isn't about one comment. This is about how you've treated me and how you've shown me that you don't respect me or my family. I can't support a marriage where one partner doesn't respect the other's family. That's not the kind of relationship I want to be a part of, and it's not the kind of life I want for Arnold either. But I have apologized. I told you I'm sorry, and I mean it. Can't you just forgive me and come back? We can put all this behind us and move forward together. Forgiveness isn't something that can be demanded or rushed. It's something that has to be earned, and right now, I'm not sure you've earned it. I need time to process everything, and I need space to figure out what's best for me and my family. Maybe someday I'll be able to forgive you, but right now I just can't. So, what are you saying? That this is the end? That you're just going to walk away and never look back? I'm saying that I need to do what's right for me. And if that means walking away, then yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not doing this to hurt anyone, but I also can't let myself be hurt anymore. I deserve better than that, and so does Arnold. Fine. If that's really how you feel, then there's nothing more I can say. But just know that you're making a huge mistake. You're throwing away everything for no good reason.
Thea, I'm really sorry about yesterday. Are you feeling better?
It's fine, don't worry about it. More importantly, aren't you the one who seems more upset? It was supposed to be your wedding. I'm really sorry.
Why are you apologizing? You were just a victim in all this. To hear such heartless things said, I honestly can't forgive that. You have no idea how much you've helped me until now.
I understand that she doesn't care about those circumstances, but I believe there are things you can say and things you can't. If I were in her position, I would never say something like that. The fact that she could just blurt out such words and then slap my fiance's sister, I'm sorry, but I just can't celebrate the two of you.
Yeah, I get it. I don't want to marry her anymore either. I'm honestly despairing over who she really is.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. But are you really okay with this? This could significantly change Arnold's life, you know?
I'm fine with it. In fact, I've been having doubts about marrying her. There's a chance she might be betraying me, you know.
Wait, what do you mean?
The results were supposed to come out a little earlier. It got delayed, and here we are. Ironically, the results came out just yesterday.
What are you talking about?
It's about a test I had done recently. I found out that I might not be the only one she's been seeing. You know how she's always been secretive with her phone? I never thought much of it until I started noticing certain things.
So, you think she might be cheating on you?
Exactly. I mean, it's one thing if she's just busy with her job or something, but the way she's been acting, it's been really strange. There were texts that I saw when she thought I wasn't looking. It was just a feeling at first, but now it's turned into something I can't ignore.
Well, that's awful. Have you confronted her about it?
Not yet. I wanted to wait for the results first. I didn't want to make accusations without any proof, but now that it's all come crashing down, I don't know what to do.
You really should talk to her. It's not fair for you to be in the dark about something like this.
You're right. But how do I even start? It feels like I'm walking on eggshells. I mean, if she is cheating, what's going to happen to us after all of this? I don't want to ruin even more of my happiness, but I also can't just stand by while she pulls this kind of stuff.
It's tough, but you can't keep it bottled up. You need to find a way to bring it up, even if it's just to clarify your feelings.
Yeah, I know. I just wish it didn't have to come to this. Everything was supposed to be perfect, and now it feels like it's all falling apart.
I'm here for you. No matter what happens, just remember that you need to put yourself first. Don't lose sight of that.
Thanks, Thea. I really appreciate your support. I'll think about how to handle this. It's just a lot to process right now.
Take your time. Just remember, the truth always has a way of coming out. It's better for everyone in the long run, even if it feels hard now.
You're right. I'll figure it out. I just hope this all works out for the best.
It seems like there's been a burglary at my place, but then I found out it was you. What do you think you were doing? Do you really believe that you can get married after pulling a stunt like this? Do you think that sneaking around and stealing from people will lead to some sort of happy ending for you? Huh? What are you talking about? I'm not doing anything like that. Oh, really? Oh, you must be joking. I have clear footage of you on the security cameras. What's your excuse for that? Do you really think you can deny it when there's undeniable proof right in front of you? Huh? Security cameras? Your house isn't even that fancy to have those, right? Well, you see, I work from home. I have important documents and everything, so I installed them just in case. It's not about having a fancy house. It's about being responsible and protecting what's mine. But you didn't care about that at all, did you? You only took the valuables. What? Did you lose your chance to marry my brother, quit your job, and come here to steal because you're broke? Is that really the desperate path you've chosen? No way. Are you serious right now? You're really accusing me of that? Do you think I'm just making this up? You think I'm talking nonsense even though I have all this evidence? Look, it's clear as day on the footage. You can't just ignore it. It's not a figment of my imagination. It's reality staring you in the face. No, that's... You must be having a rough time now. Your wedding is over, and I bet your relatives have cut ties with you. You have no one to rely on, lost everything, and yet you still think it's understandable to resort to theft? I can't quite empathize, though. It's hard to feel sorry for someone who chooses to hurt others when they're down. It's all your fault! What did you say? How dare you shift the blame on me? It's your fault for not accepting my apology and leaving. Arnold got furious and called off the engagement because of you. If you had just come back and made things right, none of this would have happened. Can't you see that your actions had consequences? Are you serious? You need to take some responsibility for your actions. The issue wasn't my behavior. Everyone was angry because of what you said and did. How can you not see that after all this time? Are you really this blind to your own faults? Because I never expected you to be an orphan. I was so excited to become a part of Arnold's family. If there's a woman in the family who's nobody special, my parents would never accept that. I thought they would be strict about it. You have to understand, it's not just about me. It's about family dynamics, too. That was a misunderstanding on your part. Your family's strictness is precisely why they were upset with your comments. From my perspective, they were completely justified. You can't just walk into a family and expect them to embrace you without any reservations. Still, I did apologize. Apologies aren't enough. Oh, and there's one more thing. I want you to lose even more. I hope you understand that this isn't just about you and me. It's about accountability for your actions. What? What more can I possibly lose? I lost my fiancé, my relatives, and my job. There's nothing left for me to lose. You've taken everything. Your money. What? Are you serious? What do you mean by that? While you were with Arnold, I know you were seeing other men. It's only fair that you face the consequences for that betrayal. You can't just play with people's emotions and expect to get away with it. No way. You must be mistaken. I would never do that. I can't believe you would think that of me. I know everything, and I have the evidence. There's no way for you to escape this now. You think you can talk your way out of this? You think I'm just going to let you go without facing the music? That's not going to happen. Wait, what are you talking about? Please just stop tormenting me any further. I can't take this. If you're suffering, that's your own problem. You've enjoyed yourself for far too long, haven't you? Even after your engagement was decided, it seems you continued seeing him. You thought you could juggle two lives without any repercussions. So, How do you know that? You're making it sound so personal. Your boyfriend seems to be rather dim-witted. He posted all kinds of things on his account. He conveniently kept a record of it all. He documented the dates you met and went on dates together. You didn't think I would find out, did you? You must have thought you were being clever, but it's all right here. What? He was doing that? Why would he post that? Oh, so you didn't know. He had a secret account that was all about living the good life. He posted pictures, and guess what? There were photos from the same angle and around the same time as your "I stayed over at my girlfriend's" posts. It's almost laughable how naive you've been. What? He did that multiple times? Ugh, I can't believe this. It seems he has multiple women in his life. Well, of course, he wouldn't share that account with you. He probably thought it was safer that way, keeping his options open while you were busy being oblivious. What? He was seeing other women? Oh, that is just the worst. I can't believe this is happening. You're the last person to say that. Who's the one betraying their fiancé? You can't act like you're innocent here. You're trying to deflect attention from your own mistakes by pointing fingers at others. That is just pathetic. That's not true. He wasn't serious with those girls. They were just old connections. He used to be a host, but he quit. I was just meeting him occasionally. So you lied to Arnold about hanging out with female friends, yet you went to stay with a former host? How do you plan to explain that? What kind of justification do you have for that? You're digging yourself deeper, and it's not going to end well for you. But I was going to stop after we got married. I swear, I was going to be loyal. People who say they'll change after marriage often don't. Even if I set aside that theory, that's all hypothetical. You've already committed your wrongdoing, so you're going to have to pay for your damages. There's no way around it. Wait, damages? Come on, that's an exaggeration. We weren't even married yet. It doesn't matter if you weren't married. Damages apply to engagements, too. You can't just assume that because there's no ring on your finger, you can escape the consequences of your actions. That's not how life works. No way. You can't be serious. Did you find pleasure in pushing me further into a corner? Is this really the path you want to take? That's not all. What do you mean? You broke into my house without permission and stole my things. Naturally, I'm filing a report and notifying the police. I'll be providing them with the video evidence, and you'll have to deal with the consequences. You'll end up with a criminal record, and you'll still have to pay damages. Your life will be over after this. What the hell? Oh, that's just too cruel. Please, just stop. I was only making a joke. You can't treat me like this. I didn't mean any harm. You're suffering the consequences of your actions. If you had reflected on your mistakes and tried to make amends, things might have turned out differently. Arnold even debated how far he should go with you, but what you did was outright criminal. I can't just let it slide. That's not fair. I thought of you as family, and you're doing this to me? You're the one who said I wasn't family. And since the wedding is off, that doesn't matter anymore. You invaded my home and committed a crime. You show no signs of remorse, and since you've crossed that line, I will also be pursuing damages from my brother. He needs to learn from this as well. Please, I am really sorry. I was wrong. I'll return what I took. Just don't involve the police. I'll do anything. Just don't let this ruin my life. If I show you leniency now, it will only lead to a cycle of repeating offenses. And I can already guess you'll want to get back together with Arnold somehow. I'm exhausted by this. You need to go reflect on your actions in a very serious way. You've put yourself in this position, and now you have to face the consequences. Just please, I beg you. I'll make it right. I'll fix everything. Just give me a chance. A chance? You've had plenty of chances, and you've wasted every single one of them. Now it's time to face the music. You can't just keep asking for second chances when you've repeatedly shown that you're not worthy of them. Life doesn't work that way. I promise I'll change. I'll prove to you that I can be better. Just don't do this. You keep saying that, but words mean nothing without actions to back them up. You need to show me that you're capable of being a better person, and right now, I'm not seeing any of that. Until you can prove it, I won't let this go. Maggie was taken away by the police, and after that, I never saw her again. It was a surreal moment, watching her being led away, the weight of everything that had transpired settling heavily on my chest. I had so many mixed feelings swirling around inside me: anger, sadness, relief, and even a strange sense of closure. Since the incident, the decision was made to handle everything through a lawyer. It seemed like the most sensible course of action, especially given the complexity of the situation. With legal proceedings in motion, I felt a sense of detachment. There was no immediate pressure on me. I could take a step back and observe how things would unfold. It was as if I had handed over the reins to someone else, letting them guide me through this chaotic ordeal. My brother Arnold had initially taken a lenient stance. He seemed to think that since he and Maggie were no longer planning to marry, it might be better to overlook her reckless behavior. He was trying to be the bigger person, perhaps hoping to salvage some kind of amicable resolution. However, it soon became clear that he was grappling with the pain of betrayal. As time went on, he changed his mind and decided that it was crucial to seek damages from her. He was determined to hold her accountable for her actions. It was heartbreaking to see my brother go through such turmoil. His wedding plans had been dashed in an instant, and I could feel his disappointment resonating deeply within me. I understood how much he had invested in the relationship, and the sudden end left a gaping hole in his life. Yet, amid the sorrow, I couldn't shake the feeling of relief that came with the end of his engagement to someone I believe was fundamentally flawed. Maggie's behavior had always raised red flags. The way she acted, the choices she made, and the way she treated those around her, it all pointed to a deeper issue. I had tried to give her the benefit of the doubt, wanting to believe that she could change or that my brother could bring out the best in her. But now, with everything laid bare, it was evident that she was not the right person for him. It felt like a strange contradiction. I was happy that Arnold had escaped a potentially toxic marriage, but I was equally saddened by the loss of what could have been. The family dynamics were shifting, and I could see the strain on everyone. The idea of a wedding had brought a sense of joy and anticipation, and now it was replaced by uncertainty and regret. Arnold's determination to seek damages was not just about financial compensation. It was about reclaiming his dignity. He wanted to make sure that Maggie understood the impact of her actions. It was important for him to assert that her behavior had consequences, not only for him, but for her as well. I admired his resolve, even though I could see the emotional toll it was taking on him. As we moved forward with the legal proceedings, I tried to support him as best I could. We had long discussions about the situation, and I listened as he poured out his feelings of betrayal and anger. I wanted him to know that he wasn't alone in this. We were family, and I would stand by him no matter what. The more we talked, the more it became clear that while he had lost a potential partner, he was gaining something far more valuable: clarity. The experience had forced him to confront what he truly wanted in life and what kind of partner he deserved. I could see the weight on his shoulders slowly lifting, and for that, I was grateful. In the end, even though Maggie's actions had caused so much pain, they also served as a catalyst for growth. Life had a way of pushing us into uncomfortable situations, but it also allowed us to discover our strength. I hoped that one day Arnold would find someone who truly appreciated him, someone who would support him and share in his dreams.
Natalie! Happy birthday to you! Have you gotten the divorce papers that I've sent you as your birthday present?
So you didn't get around to reserving a restaurant for me or anything on my special day? I left work early today to come spend my birthday with you going out to eat.
Is that so? Well, that's too bad for you. I'm sorry, but I've never actually planned on reserving a restaurant for us to go have dinner at. I've chosen that the best present to give you this year is the present of divorce.
Is that right? Is that all because you found yourself another woman?
You got that right. Unlike you, she's a young and dazzling woman whom I'm happy to call my future wife. Starting the moment you and I hand in those papers and get our divorce, I'm going to have a whole new life happening around me. And it'll be way better than the one I'm living now.
Does this also mean that you've been cheating on me with her?
Well, I suppose you could say that. And so what? If you'd like to get a settlement fee or something, then go right ahead and do so. I'll pay whatever price you ask of me, as long as I get to be with my new woman.
So you just think that being open about something like cheating is going to make everything A-okay for you? Well, since you're pretty much done with me, you're never coming back to this house, right?
That's right. I'm never going back there. You and I are over with, and I no longer want anything to do with you. I think you're best off getting on one of those dating apps after today and try your luck at finding a new man that'll love you as well. But let's be real here. There are no men that would be willing to make you their partner, with how awful you look now after aging.
You must think you're on top of the world just because you were able to reel a younger woman into your life.
If you want, I can show you some pictures of what she looks like. I'll send them to you right now, actually. Her name is Faye.
She is a good-looking young woman, isn't she, Ken? But tell me, why would someone as good-looking as her be willing to choose you to be her husband?
The reason for that is because I'm an elite employee, working in one of the largest companies in America. You and I never had any kids either, so that means my pockets are loaded in her eyes. To a young and beautiful-looking woman, a man with a really good job who's in his 40s is one heck of a steal.
You are far too old to be saying things like that about yourself now, so please stop.
I'm being serious about this. Even Faye herself told me that she's in love with me because of my career and money. Now, starting the moment you hand in those divorce papers, I'm going to be living a very happy and exciting new life. Goodbye forever, Natalie. And make sure that you never try and contact me again, please.
Hey, Natalie, are you doing all right? Are you sure you're not too sad about everything? After something like that, you are more than welcome to come and stay at my house. I'm totally fine, Christy. Thank you for listening to me as I talked earlier. That really helped me get a lot off my chest about how I'm feeling, and I'm a lot happier because of it. But like I was telling you before, I feel refreshed after being left behind by a man like him. I actually knew for a little while that he was testing the waters with me by going out with other women. And I was right when I figured he must have been planning to leave me for a younger girl. Things happened a lot faster than I expected them to. However, having this happen has made me understand my situation a whole lot easier. You really are handling this like an adult. If I were in your shoes, I would never let Ken see the light of day after doing something as selfish as that. So, does this mean that you're going to move on with life and start fresh? I think so. It feels like I've had this huge weight lifted off of me, and I'm able to move on my feet more lightly now. But I did say that I'm still going to get a settlement from him, so it's not all over just yet. For some reason, I feel like men of his status are becoming more and more common. What do you mean, men of his status? Well, a few months ago, a colleague of mine at work happened to have the same thing happen with their husband. He went after a younger woman and left her. Huh? Is that so? Yeah. She was a complete mess after finding out about it because she never thought her husband would do that to her. But listen, a little while after she found out about this, she learned a very crazy thing. She heard that the younger woman that had been going out with her husband ended up having a scam marriage with him. A scam marriage? That's right. Her plan was to find older men with lots of money and use her beauty to get him to fall for her, all so that she could take what money she could from him and then leave. My colleague's husband was hurt after what the young woman did to him and tried going back to my colleague. But she wasn't going to have any of him and kicked him off her property for good. She really made him feel like a pile of crap in the end, huh? Whatever happened to that younger woman he'd married? Well, the police have still not been able to find her. But listen, about a month or so ago, there was a woman just like her walking around near my house. I only recognized her because my colleague showed me a picture from before. I think she's been on the prowl for another man in this area now. What? You happen to know what that younger woman's face looks like? I do. Her face was on the news as well after that last scam she pulled with my colleague's husband. I happen to have a picture of her on my phone, so I'll send it to you now. This is the face of that younger woman. Yep. She really is one hell of a good-looking girl, right? I think she's got the perfect kind of face that would get any middle-aged man to throw their wife away for her. I get it now. It all makes sense. What are you talking about? Do you happen to know her from somewhere? This woman. She's the one that Ken had been showing me pictures of before he left me. What? Are you for real? And wait, you happen to know the face of the woman your husband's been cheating on you with? Well, he was telling me she was young and very good looking. And after that, he sent me a picture of her to kind of brag some more about her. I have to say, there is no doubt here. The woman that scammed your colleague's ex happens to be the same woman that's with Ken now. That idiot. What the hell has he gotten himself into this time? So that's why she's been around town this past month then. And you're totally right about Ken. He's 110% an idiot. So what are you going to do about it, Natalie? What do you mean, what am I going to do about it? Well, you happen to know now that your ex-husband is going to be marrying someone who's about to scam him for all his money, right? Well, there's always the option to give him a call right now and tell him that he's being played right now. You think I have any reason to be that kind to him? I was the one he threw away in favor of her, right? And, well, I want him to experience what it's like to be thrown away by someone you love himself. Perfect. I was thinking the same thing. I'm really looking forward to learning about what happens after their marriage. When something crazy happens, tell me all about it right away, okay? Sure thing. I'll let you know. Again, thank you so much for letting me talk with you today and telling me all this great news about his new younger woman. Hey, you and I are completely divorced now, right? So then why are you continuing to send me pictures of you and that woman still?
Well, I just thought it was the perfect time for me to send you all of the wonderful pictures Faye and I have taken on our little love excursion. I mean, look at her! She's a total beaut. I mean, she could kill it in the modeling business, right? Had you been a little bit more like her, I might have given my marriage to you a couple of more years there.
You really love to talk that mouth off of yours, huh? So tell me, what does she think of you after you left me?
She's telling me that she loves me every single day, which is way more than you ever said that to me. And she's really been wanting for the two of us to get married already. She said that she'd be in charge of planning out the wedding and everything for me, as long as I gave her the money for it, so I've gone ahead and done just that for her. I'm really looking forward to the kind of wedding she has made for us.
Wow. So you're already giving her loads of money then? What else is going on with you two? Have you been buying her lots of gifts and things like that now as well?
Well, of course I have. Just like I'd done for you when we were younger. Although, I'd probably already given her more presents now than I ever gave to you our whole time together. She always gets so happy and loving during those times, and that in return makes me feel great. Compared to that, you'd always just put on a fake smile and said thank you to me.
Well, that's because every time you'd get me something, you'd have some kind of complaint about me to say along with it. Telling me I'm starting to look older or that my cooking is getting worse. I was just tired of all that crap from you, and you giving me a little gift to make up for it was not enough.
I was in the same boat as you then at that point. I would always have to come home from a long day at work to see an old hag working in the house. Really made me feel like I was married to the complete wrong person.
You and I happen to be the same age though, Ken, so you have no right calling me an old hag. By the way, what about your job?
I quit now. I'm not coming back to that town anymore, as I've run off with Faye. She and I are going to find a new town that's much more fun and exciting for us. And that's where I'll find myself a new job.
Is that so? So you've gone all out now with starting that new life of yours?
Well, I have no plans of returning back to the life I had there, so there's no need for me to hold back. You're more than welcome to throw all my things that I left there anyway. I'm not coming back for them. They're no good to me anymore either. They've been in the same house as a 40-year-old hag, so I don't even want to see them. Being able to get married to a much younger and far better looking woman than you is really going to take my life to the next level.
When you say next level, do you mean going up or going down? I'm sorry, I can't stop myself from laughing right now.
Huh?
I can't do this anymore. I was able to hold this laughter back for a while when talking to you, but I just can't do it anymore. Ken, do you really believe that Faye Chick is in love with you and really wants to be your wife?
Of course I believe all of that. She's even gone and said she loves me herself. Are you starting to get jealous over her? Hey, come on now. Don't get too upset over this.
You're the only one who's going to be upset by all of this. Are you not finding all of this way too good to be true for yourself? How long have you even known that young girl?
It's been a little over a month now. What does that have to do with anything, though?
No matter how you try and look at that, there is something going on behind the scenes with that woman. Why would some perfect-looking young woman like her choose to be with an ugly and aging old man like you?
To her, my age and looks have no relation to the love she has for me. Have you seriously not noticed that yet? Age is just a number to most people.
Jeez. You are that far lost in what lies she's been telling you? I sort of feel bad for you. It's like she's going to be stealing candy from a baby here soon. All right then. Well, you can go right ahead and continue having the best life you've ever dreamed of with her. I hope you're really looking forward to that wedding.
I'm going to enjoy this life with her, and I'll make sure that it'll never end, just to spite you. See ya, you jealous hag. Stop talking to me for the rest of time, all right?
I really hope you can manage to keep that happiness lasting forever. But we'll just have to see.
Come help me!
Well, here you are already. I thought you told me just yesterday to never talk to you again, right? Did Faye do something really crazy to you that's got you coming to me for help now with your tail tucked?
That witch! She was hiding her true intentions from me this whole time! She and I went and stayed at a hotel together for the night, and when I woke up, both my wallet and car were gone! She stole them both from me and ran away!
Oh, you poor, poor thing. This must have been her goal this whole time with you then, right?
Yeah. When I found my phone, I looked at it to see a message from her saying she'd leave it with me as the only thing she wouldn't take. She'd been planning to do this to me the whole time! Dang it! She played me like a dang fiddle!
So, why are you wanting me to help you out now?
I want you to lend me some of your money. I don't have any money on me right now, and Faye has my wallet with her. If I can't get any money, how am I going to pay for this hotel room? I have until 10 a.m., and on my way out, I have to pay for the room. I just need you to send me a couple hundred to my account for the room, and I'll be able to manage after that.
But you said you don't have any of your cards on you, right? They were in your wallet.
That's right. Well, I still have my phone, so could you Venmo me some money? And I might be able to pay with the card I have downloaded on my phone.
Let's start with this. Why do you think someone like me has to be the one to help you get out of your bad situation?
Huh?
You think I'm going to want to help you after the way you threw me aside on my birthday of all days? You have to get a grip on reality and see that I don't want to help you anymore.
You hold it right there. You don't feel bad for me in any way? Don't you still have feelings for me? I get that we got a divorce just a few days ago, but you and I have been married for 10 years, right?
You were the one that lost feelings for me first, right? So when I found that out, I thought to hell with my feelings for you and threw them all in the dumpster, where they belong.
No, there's no way you're already over me. I know better than anyone that you're one of the kindest people in the world. I get that you're trying to act all tough right now, but in the end, you're going to help me out, right?
I'm really not sure where you're getting that impression of me from. But look, I've known for a couple of days now that Faye chick is the kind of woman who is only into you for your money, and her way of getting to it is by committing marriage fraud and scamming you.
What?
Recently, there was another victim to her crimes, all right? My friend Christy was very nice and told me all about Faye and her ties to one of her colleagues' ex-husbands. She even showed me a picture of Faye afterwards so that I could verify that you were in fact with the same young woman as the previous man. And after verifying that, my feelings about the situation really changed.
Why didn't you tell me about her sooner, so that I could have avoided all of this?
The reason for that is because I'm not as kind as you led yourself to think I am. I really was looking forward to seeing the outcome of what kind of fool she'd be able to play you as and the aftermath of her game. I mean, you threw me away without a care in the world for my feelings, so what makes you think I wouldn't want to do the same for you?
You're awful! This makes you like her accomplice or something now! And you're telling me that Christy knew about all of this going on as well?
Yep, she knew before either of us. Well, about Faye and all she'd done at least. And I think by this point most of the people in town know about Faye because she appeared on the news after her first stunt.
Yeah! This is all getting way too out of hand! Well, for the time being, I need you to send me some money right now so that I can get out of this hotel!
If you'd really like for me to help you, then perhaps you can start off by saying you're sorry to me.
I'm sorry. I really do feel bad about everything I'd done to you before. I just happened to be a little tempted by Faye's all, and I acted on those temptations. Now you can forgive me, please.
No thanks.
Hey, Christy! You go and talk with Natalie right now for me and set her straight. And if you can you please lend me some money for this hotel? Please?
Huh? What are you going on about right now?
I know you happen to know everything about what's been going on with me, right? Please! You're the only person that I can ask for help now. You and I have known each other for a long time now, so please help me, right?
Could you please refrain from trying to get me all wrapped up in your problems? And to be fair, this is what you deserve after what you did to Natalie. So you figure out how to help yourself on your own.
So you really want me to go and tell Natalie about the relationship you and I have had? If you do not help me get out of this, then I'm going to go and tell Natalie everything about you and me. I'm not messing around anymore. I will seriously do it. I have nothing to lose now, but you might.
What kind of past are you even talking about right now that you and I had?
I'm talking about how before I married Natalie, you and I had been going out with one another. If I tell her about that, she's going to be shocked. She might not even let you be her friend anymore after that.
Huh? Give me a break, Ken. Her and I had talked about that whole story a long time ago.
What?
It's not like you were dating me while you were together with her, right? The only thing that's happened is Natalie marrying my ex-boyfriend, and she sees it that way as well. There was never an overlap in the time you were dating me and when she started dating you. So why are you bringing that all up now like it's going to make any difference?
You've already talked with her about it then? She never told me about how you guys talked about that.
It's not like she meant to hide that from you. I mean, there was no reason for me to try and hide that little fling we had back then because it has nothing to do with her other than be a topic of light conversation. So you can go ahead and tell her, but she's not going to give a crap about it. Natalie already knows everything about what you and I did, and she doesn't care.
What? Well, then I'm gonna lie about it and say that we were having an affair while she was with me. No matter how much she believes of that, she's still going to be shocked in some way and will most likely begin to doubt you.
Really? She's going to know you're on your last leg and are just trying to spread bullcrap. You really are such a toxic little man. You used to be so much better when you were younger. What happened?
Shut up! I want you to keep your mouth shut and let me lie to her about how you and I had a thing going on while I was with Natalie. Now, are you going to help me or are you going to make me lie to her?
Go ahead and lie to her. I don't care.
Are you sure about that? You and Natalie are best friends. Are you really going to risk losing her after not helping me?
That's right. Her and I are best friends, and that's why the both of us trust one another 100%. She has no reason to believe your bullcrap, unlike how you believed in Faye's.
Well, we'll have to see about that then. I think you're thinking too highly of your guys' friendship. Things like that are only one small lie from falling apart into rubble.
And that's because all of the friends you've ever had have been a bunch of selfish losers like yourself, who never really cared about one another.
You have no place talking to me about my friendships like that! So you're really not going to help me out this time by lending me some money?
You can go ahead and tell Natalie anything you'd like. Even about this lie of us having an affair.
I see. Then I'm gonna go tell her. You better be ready for what's gonna happen to you next. Hey, because things have turned out so poorly for all of us, I'm going to let you in on a very important secret. Christy and I, we had an affair back when you and I were together.
Oh, is that so?
Yep. I'm sure you're going to start questioning that witch now, huh? I told her that if she had helped me, I wouldn't ever tell you this secret. But she never did help. I guess this is it for both of yours friendship!
I see. So you're on your last leg now. Well, Ken, remember that Christy and I are best friends. You understand that, right?
Huh? I know that the two of you are best friends. I'm sure you're shocked now after learning that your best friend has stabbed you in the back.
I don't believe a word you've said. I know what this is all about. You and her had dated one another before you started to go out with me. And, well, now that Christy has said she's not going to help you after you pleaded and pleaded, you thought you'd lie to me about that as a way of getting me angry with her, right?
No, I would never. I'm telling you the truth. She and I had an affair while I was with you. Seriously?
I knew it. You are the worst at lying about things you know, Ken. How many more times are you going to tell me you're serious or that it's the truth?
I'm not lying! All of this is very, very true! Huh?
Is that right? Well, if that's how much you believe what you're telling me is true, then I guess I'll have to get a settlement from you for that case as well.
That was... well...
Well, you are so set on getting me to believe that you had an affair with Christy, right? Well, if that's the case, then I guess I'm going to get money from you for that as well. And you did tell me during the divorce that you'd pay me whatever I asked for in a settlement, right?
Well...
You're going to follow through with all you told me before, right? You're in your 40s now and are an adult. As an adult, we all have to follow through in the promises we make, right?
Hey, maybe you can stop all that. I get it. I made another mistake. Leave me alone now. I never had an affair with Christy while together with you. That was all just a lie to try and get you to fight her.
You really are such a waste of life. Seeing someone like you waste your life away like that, when someone far more deserving of it might be dying right now, is depressing for me. Well, I'm just glad you're telling me in the end that you'd been lying. But here's the thing. I don't believe you were lying. I think you did cheat on me with Christy, and I'm going to have you pay for that too now.
Ah!
Well, come on now. You might want to say that was a lie now, but you tried so hard to get me to believe you cheated on me with her that I'm now hooked. And it's not like you've never cheated on me before, as you were just doing it a few days before my birthday, so you're going to pay for all of that.
But I told you that I lost everything! All my money to that Fae witch! I have no way to pay you anything now!
I don't give a crap. And make sure you don't come back to this house, okay? I followed through with that promise and have started to throw out all your things.
Hey! If you do all that to me, then how am I going to be able to live life?
Right? I'm wondering the same thing now. How the hell are you going to make it out of this alive? Guess we'll have to see.
Please! Please just forgive me! Just let me be back together with you, please!
Hey, I'm sorry, but that's going to be a no from me. You think I'd ever want to be together with some ugly-looking 40-year-old man? After that, it took a few days, but Ken was able to manage finding his way back to my house. But I'd gone and changed the locks on all the doors and changed the name on the house to mine. And so after realizing that, I kicked him off my property. Ken began to cry like a big baby as he sat at the gate to my house banging on it, and since it started to become such a huge problem for the people in the neighboring houses having to listen to him, I called the police. They came and picked him up and took him from my house to the nearest police station. And a few days after that happened, I had a lawyer go meet him at the jail cell he was being held in, and help him find a way to get the money I was asking for into my account. After that was all said and done, and the money was now safely in my bank account, I sold the house and moved into a nice apartment. Ken was later let out of the jail cell, but having lost his house, his money, his car, and everyone's trust, he went on another crazy mission to try and find me. But after weeks of never being able to find me and living on the streets, he finally gave up and went back to his hometown. I really wonder what kind of life he's living there now and how he's feeling deep down. A little while later, after Ken left town, I heard on the news that Faye was finally caught by the police and taken away to prison. I guess after finding all of this out, you could call this a very happy ending to the story. I've been living on my own now and have no intentions of finding another man to take Ken's place, as I've put most of my time into work. And Christy has moved back home to her parents' house to help them out as they grow older, solving the problem of all their loneliness. She really is my best friend, and I'm glad that the two of us were able to work together to rid this town of a man like Ken.
Maddie, what happened today? Huh? You're the only one that didn't come. Oh, are you talking about the get-together with the other moms? Yeah, I invite you every time, but you never come. Why is that? I'm sorry. I was just really busy with work. I completely forgot about it. What? You forgot? Seriously? These meetings are really important. But, I work, so it's hard for me to make time. I told you this before. But this time I completely forgot to tell you. For that, I'm sorry. You have to come. We talk about important stuff like events at the kindergarten. We do that at the parent-teacher meetings, and I'm always there, so... I know, but you still have to come to our meetings. It just makes things easier, okay? All the other moms agree. But, it's during the day on a weekday, right? I don't know. I got work. And what about the other moms? Some of them have day jobs too. I get it. You think you're better than us because you have a job, don't you? What? You're saying you don't have time for us, right? You think you're better than us because you work. That's it, isn't it? I never said that. But I do work on weekdays, so... Listen, can you just email me the meeting minutes or something? I'll just read them over when I get home. You just don't care, huh? What kind of mother are you? Huh? You don't feel bad for your daughter? If you keep this up, she might get picked on. What does that mean? What do you think it means? If you can't be friends with us, then neither can your daughter. Like mother, like daughter, I guess. What? Leave my daughter out of this. That's not up to me. And I know I'm not the only one that works during the day. What about the other moms that work? They always show up? Not always, but they try their best. Well, I'm trying my best too. But you completely forgot about our last meeting. Yeah, but look, it won't happen again, okay? Whatever. Anyways, why do you have to work? Oh, I know. Your husband doesn't make much. Poor you. What? Now you're talking about my husband? I feel bad for you. I mean, I'm not rich or anything, but thanks to my husband, I don't need to work. It gives me time to spend with my children. I feel bad for your daughter. I do come home late sometimes, but still, this is none of your business. You're right, it's not. But everyone feels the same way about you. And you don't even pick up your daughter from kindergarten. That's because my husband gets off work before me. Still, I feel so bad for your daughter. You're the only mom that doesn't show up. Poor girl. She loves her father. She doesn't mind. Thanks for your concern, but we're fine. You're jealous, and you know it. What? You wish you had a husband with a stable job. You're jealous. Not really. Whatever. Your husband. What does he do anyways? Sounds like he's got a lot of spare time on his hands. My husband is a section chief, so he's always busy. Good for you. My husband is a good man. He works hard to provide for us. Is that so? But he gets off early, right? He must be useless. That's why you had to get a job in the first place, right? I'm so glad I'm not you. We both have weekends off, and we spend a lot of time together with our daughter on the weekends. Why are you talking about my husband anyways? It's none of your business. Actually, it is. He's the reason you have to work. Because he doesn't make enough money to support your family. And that's why you can't come to our meetings. So yeah, it is my business. If your husband wasn't useless, we wouldn't be having this problem. You're not making any sense. Whatever, just keep my family out of this. So what if my husband isn't a manager? And even if he gets a promotion, I'm not gonna quit my job. What? Why? Because I run my own business? I can't just quit. What? My brother and I started a company a few years ago. I'm the vice president. What? What are you saying? Huh? I'm the vice president. And my brother, he's the president. We have our own company, so I can't just quit. Wait, you run your own company? Yes. By the way, your husband, he works for BB Co., right? Huh? Yeah? We do business with this company. I'm not in charge of it, but they'll probably go out of business if we stop doing business with them. I'm just saying. What? I don't really know what my husband does, so... Yeah, I bet you don't. All you care about is his title. What? That's not true! Stop talking down on me! And, so what if you own your own company? Big deal. It's true. You're the one that kept bragging about your husband's title. Yeah, but that's different. No, it's not. Whatever. I don't have time for this. Oh, but one last thing. The other moms. They don't like you. What? No way! This monthly meeting of yours, it's getting pretty annoying. Stop making things up! We always have to go to the restaurant you want to go to, and for some reason, they always split the bill evenly. Even if everyone orders different things. And you always set up the meetings on weekdays during the day. But when a mom who works can't make it, you start talking about them behind their back. People are starting to get annoyed. That can't be true! I'm doing this to help everyone! There's no way! Whatever. I don't care if you don't believe me. But stop talking about my family. Leave them out of this. If you keep this up, I'm gonna stop doing business with BB Co. What? Leave my husband out of this! Stop it! Look who's talking. See? It's not a very nice feeling, is it? Ugh, I guess. Apologize to me. I'm sorry. For what? For talking about your family like that. I gotta go now. No. Huh? That's not good enough. You've caused us nothing but trouble. We're pretty fed up with you. You gotta apologize in front of everyone. What? Why? You came after my family. You're not getting off that easy. You understand me? Maddie asked Kelly to apologize in front of everyone, but Kelly and her friends ignored her request. But then, when the other moms found out that Maddie was a vice president of a company, everyone took her side, even Kelly's old friends. Maddie became their new leader. Everyone liked her and looked up to her. On the other hand, things weren't looking so good for Kelly. Her husband got transferred and he had to move somewhere far away. She couldn't go with him, so now she was all alone. And for some reason, her husband's pay got cut almost by half. Rumor has it that it had something to do with a big company they did business with. Was it Maddie? Maybe. Maybe not.
I'm going to be getting married here soon. I'm sure that you're jealous after hearing that.
What? I'm sorry, but who is this?
Oh, please. It's me, Tracy. Now enough with those bland lies right now. Even if you have trouble remembering things all the time, there's no way you'd forget about someone like me. How could you possibly forget about your best friend after being together for so long?
My best friend?
I am Tracy. This is literally no reason you should have forgotten about me, right? You and I have been best friends ever since high school.
Tracy, huh? Did you end up changing your number or something? Because I don't have anyone in my contacts with your current number. It's been so long since the last time we talked with one another, so I couldn't really tell that it was you. So, what do you want from me?
Well, I told you why I'm talking with you right now at the start, right? I'm getting married. Were you not looking at anything I sent you before?
Ah, is that so? Congrats. But you really don't have to go out of your way to tell me something like that.
Why not? You're one of my best friends, and I'd be stupid to not tell you about how I'm going to get married soon. And to me, you're my number one best friend out of everyone, so I just had to tell you.
I'm your number one best friend? What do you mean by that? Are you sure you're not joking with me now? What the heck is up with you texting me now anyway after so long?
I'm not at all joking with you. I just wanted to let you know that me, one of your best friends, is going to be getting married soon. I'm going to be marrying a wonderful man, and you should be jealous of that, right? That's why I want to have all my friends come and celebrate my big day, and I'll be giving you all the chance to do that with an amazing wedding.
Is that right? Well, that's great to hear, I guess. What else would you like me to say to you besides congratulations?
I'm sure you'd love to make up a welcome board for my wedding that we can place outside the venue, right?
What?
I'll let you make that up for me, however you'd like to, as long as it's really special. I know that you've always loved working on crafts and things like that, so I'll let you take the responsibility for that. Back when we were in high school, you did all sorts of paintings and things like that, right?
Wait, when you're talking about high school, that was over 10 years ago, Tracy. Asking me to get back into doing arts and crafts now would be difficult for me.
I'm not sure how something like a painting a simple board could become so difficult for you. But this is a request from one of your best friends, so you're not going to say no to me, right? I want you to do your very best with that welcome board and make it look spectacular.
Can you hold on for 1 minute, please? What is all of this about? What the heck are you going on about, Tracy? Why do you want me working on some welcome board for your wedding? Shouldn't you be asking the reception hall to prepare that for you instead of me? They'll know a whole lot more about that sort of thing compared to me and will most likely have better tools for making it. Having me work on that board for you, well, it just won't come out as good as you think.
Even if it's difficult for you, I'd like you to work on it. Now, can you stop fooling around with me when I'm trying to plan things for my wedding?
Well, I'm also a little bit concerned about how you call me your number one best friend. Did you forget about what all you did to me a long time ago? Tracy, if you'd like for this whole conversation to be taken more seriously, can you calm down a bit and get real with me?
Let's just forget about what all happened back then. There's no point in us being held down by the past when there's nothing we can do to change it. If you continue to waste your time thinking about what happened years ago, you'll find yourself living with no reason.
I have no idea what you're going on about now, though. Even if you have a good point, I don't want to be hearing that sort of advice from you. I can understand why you'd like for the two of us to just forget about what you did back then, but...
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you at the wedding.
I'm not going, Tracy.
Do you want to go out for drinks or something as well before my big day? It's been so long since we last talked to one another in person after all.
I'm not going out to any place with you, Tracy. How many times are you going to make me say that before you understand? I'm not even sure what your plan is with talking to me after such a large amount of time has gone by. So please, just stop trying to ask me to come to your wedding and make whatever welcoming board you're asking for. Now, goodbye.
Dawn, are you really trying to get on my bad side?
Huh? What is up with you this time?
There's no way you'd actually be okay with making one of your best friends this upset on her wedding day.
Huh? So today's the day of your wedding then? I don't really care, but what do you think you'll be achieving by coming at me all upset like that?
I'm pissed off with you because you never even told me that you'd not be coming to my wedding. I'm no longer going to have the patience to forgive you after this. I'm cutting ties to you.
You are?
You making me this upset and being totally okay with it is enough for me. I even left you in charge of the welcome board for the wedding, yet you never showed up to give it to us to display.
What are you talking about? I don't even know anything about your wedding, like the time it's supposed to start, and even if I did, I wouldn't be making that board for you.
So you're telling me that from the start you'd been planning on canceling on me without ever telling me that? I cannot believe you'd be doing this to your best friend.
Oh my God. You seriously have zero clue what you're talking about right now, and it's making me laugh my butt off.
I'm talking about how you never told me that you wouldn't come to my wedding, but it's too late now since my wedding day is today. So I'm going to be cutting ties to you for good.
The fact that you're now this upset with me right now has me rolling on the ground.
What? You're being a total jerk laughing at me being this upset with you. I'm seriously pissed off with you right now, Dawn. I had entrusted you with one of the most important things at my wedding, and yet you canceled on me right before the wedding. Even if you're supposed to be my most best friend, I don't care. I'm going to be leaving you forever and will never forgive you ever again.
I'm sure this won't get to you, but from the start, I'd said I wasn't coming.
Huh?
Can you tell me again why you're getting so upset with me for no reason? Actually, I never even got a formal invitation from you to the wedding, so there's that. Where did you end up sending that invitation, if you actually did send it in the first place? I'm sorry, but that invitation never got to me, so you must have sent it to the wrong address. But of course, you had the wrong address because you don't even know where I'm living now.
What are you going on about? That's a load of crap. How did you never receive a physical invitation from me?
I'm just telling you the truth, Tracy. Did you actually try to invite me to your wedding after all that happened between us?
Of course I did. And why the hell would you say no to coming to my wedding?
That right there is a bit of a surprise to me and rather troubling. The fact that you wanted to actually invite me to your wedding of all things?
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
Way back when, in high school, you stole my boyfriend from me and continued to pick on me for the rest of our time at that school. And ever since we graduated from there 10 years ago, I had made sure to cut all ties with you so that I'd never have to see or hear from you again. That's why right now, hearing you tell me that you want to cut ties with me after not coming to your wedding today makes me laugh.
Huh? What do you mean you cut ties to me back then? Are we not really good friends with one another?
Oh, come on now, Tracy. You're actually going to make me pee myself laughing by calling us best friends.
So you really are stuck in the past that badly that you can't see me as your friend. Stop worrying so much about what happened back then, you emotional loser. I was able to forget about all of that only a few days after it happened. And as for your ex-boyfriend, him and I are no longer together, so you don't have to worry about him anymore. So why the hell are you still so upset with me?
I never said that I was upset with you still because of that event. That all has nothing really to do with me now, so I don't invest my time in thinking about it. And I think it's the right thing to do, not carrying those horrible memories around with me all the time. But what I do think about from time to time is how you ended up breaking things off with my ex after the two of you had gotten engaged. Things like that tend to spread around between friends, so eventually I have to hear about you. But what's wild is that after you had stolen my boyfriend from me way back then, you didn't want to make yourself look bad in front of everyone, so you started making lies about me being abusive towards him, and that you were only saving him from me. Rumors like that still float around to this day, and I have to hear them over and over whenever I run into someone from high school. Always things about you and I.
I never meant to make you look back then.
Well, it's fine, Tracy. All that stuff is in the past now, right? I really don't care about any of that stuff anymore. And I'm not going to dig any deeper into the rumors that spread looking for things about you that I can take advantage of. It's all been water under the bridge, and that's why I've never come looking for you to talk about anything.
But who cares about all that? What I'm upset about right now is how you canceled on my wedding on the day off.
And I told you that I didn't get an invitation. I had cut ties with you a long time ago, or at least I thought I did, and that's why I never chose to tell you my new address after I moved. So that invitation was never going to make it to me, right?
So you're telling me that I sent the invitation to your old house?
That's what it looks like to me. I bet it's sitting in the mailbox of that place right now, still unopened. And I think that because you only know my old address and nothing about where I currently live, it might even end up being sent back to you soon if the new owner of that house decides to give it back to the mailman. But let me be very honest here. Even if that invitation had gotten to me like you'd planned, I would have said no to coming because I don't have the want to be around you.
What? What do you mean?
You know what I mean, Tracy. I told you that I cut ties with you before. So no matter how hard you try to get me to come, I'm not going to. I'm sure you've noticed by now that a lot of your so-called other friends haven't shown up, right? After what you did to me in high school, you lost a lot of your friends because they were on my side and thinking that you were totally bonkers. So tell me, who from back then actually wants to celebrate you getting married now?
Hold on, Dawn. You actually think that? Are you and I not best friends?
How many freaking times do I have to tell you that we are not best friends? We're not even friends, Tracy. Hell, we're not even acquaintances. Ever since that day you chose to steal my boyfriend from me, you had used that as a reason to pick on me and spread rumors about how I was the one that was in the wrong. All of that really drove the message into me that you are anything but a friend to me. I know from word around town that you love to go around and have fun with all kinds of men after becoming an adult, but you still like to call that event your biggest accomplishment, right? All of those are reasons for why I do not want to be around a person like you anymore.
Well, I didn't know that I hurt you so much back then. Even after taking your boyfriend from you, I thought that you and I were still very good friends. Best friends. That's why I told you about how I was getting married and asked you to be one in charge of making the welcome board for my wedding.
Asking me to make that stupid board for you was like a massive joke to me because of how ridiculous you were being. That's why I took all you said to me as a joke and didn't bother to care.
Why would I tell you a thing and ask of you as a joke?
Oh? So then all of that wasn't just a joke, but you actually thinking that I would be coming to your wedding and wasting my time on something as stupid as that board? Which is scary because after all you'd done to me, you really thought it was okay to invite me? I never thought anyone that could steal their friend's boyfriend in the past and then make said friend look like the jerk would have the nerve in asking them to come to their wedding 10 years later. That's why I wasn't taking anything you said to me seriously. You really did a great job, Tracy. The nerves you have are incredible. Now, you have a great time at your wedding today. Although I don't expect many of your so-called friends to show up to it.
What the hell is wrong with you, Dawn? So you really don't plan on coming here today? This is the day of my wedding, Dawn.
I said that I'm not coming.
But canceling on me the day of my wedding is horrible of you.
So after talking with me for the past 30 minutes or so, you haven't been reading a single thing I've sent you? I never got a formal invitation from you in the mail, so I had no reason to come to your wedding today. So you can't call me a horrible person for canceling on you today when you never even gave me an invitation in the first place.
But to me, you've canceled on me. I really believed that you'd be coming today and made sure to get you a seat ready in the front row.
Why, though?
You're asking me why? Because you should have been coming to my wedding today.
Did you ever get anything about me RSVPing to your wedding at all? No, you didn't. And that's because I never got anything from you in the mail saying that I was invited. Why would you think that I was coming to your wedding when I didn't RSVP for it?
I wasn't thinking that much into you not responding because I just assumed you'd be coming either way.
Well, when it comes to things like weddings, people are usually coming only if they reply that they will to the invitation and RSVP. But if you don't get a reply from them or they say no, that means they are not coming. Right? That's how things like this have always worked, Tracy.
What? So that's what things like not replying into the invite normally mean? Even if they're my friend?
For crying out loud, Tracy. Then tell me what you thought was supposed to happen. How did you know whether people were going to be coming to your wedding or not and prepare seats for those that would be?
I just assumed that people I sent invitations out to would be coming for sure to my wedding. I never thought that people would want to say no to the invitation.
Geez, how self-centered of a jerk are you? At this point, I'm surprised you even found a man willing to marry you. You actually think that because it's your wedding that everyone you invite would just give up their plans and anything else they have going on in life to come? There's no way that's the case. If you didn't get a response from the people you invited, that means they are saying no to coming. No response equals them not coming.
Well, I didn't know anything about that. Nobody ever even told me something like that.
Nobody would, because that's something that everyone knows the moment they're born, practically. Another thing I highly doubt is that you even knew everyone's current address. So it's a mystery as to how many of those invitations actually made it to the people you planned on inviting.
I thought that me getting married and having this wedding would have made it the biggest event for everyone. I wanted everyone to come and see how happy I've become and that I got married before all of them.
Jesus frickin' Christ. You thought that your wedding would be the biggest event for everyone? You think that your marriage means something to everyone?
But even if it's not that big of a deal, I'm still getting married before you, so... That's at least proof to everyone that I'm still more important than you and that they should all come and see me happy.
I'm already married, though, Tracy.
Huh?
I just never bothered to tell you about how I got married to my husband last year.
You have to be lying, right? I never knew about you getting married. You never even uploaded anything about you getting married to any of your social media accounts.
You're right. I didn't make any posts about getting married, but so what? I'm normally never posting anything and leave most of that stuff to my husband to do. And you're not even my friend, so I think I blocked you on everything after high school.
What are you talking about?
Let me just put it this way. My husband does most of the posting due to his job, and you are blocked from seeing anything of mine, so you wouldn't have known.
What job does he have?
Well, he's pretty well known all over the world, so he's pretty picky about what gets shared. But I don't care about any of that because he's given me a wonderful life with our marriage. He's been so considerate and wonderful that I've never had to worry about what happened between us back in high school.
Then why are you acting like this? Why can't you just come to my wedding right now for me? I'm supposed to be your best friend and you should be celebrating my happiness.
You're supposed to be my best friend. I don't think of you as anyone but a stranger, so there's no way I'm coming to your wedding. I told you again and again that I didn't get any invitations from you in the mail, so I wouldn't be coming in the first place. And even now, I don't want to come. But you still keep going on and on, thinking that I'm your friend and that I'm going to come. It's freaking annoying. I've had enough of you now, so can you just shut up and stay quiet?
I'm sorry, Dawn. I want to apologize to you for everything. So could you please find it in your heart somewhere to make it to my wedding? If you don't come to my wedding soon, then my wedding's going to be a complete mess. So please, come here.
No frickin' thank you.
Why though?
I have things of my own that I'm busy with. I already cut ties with you a long frickin' time ago, and I don't have the time to come out and see someone that I don't care to know about. Now, have fun at your crappy wedding. It'd be great if any of those friends you invited actually show up today. But that's if you even have any friends left to call your friends. After that, none of those so-called friends that Tracy thought she had ended up showing to her wedding, and that started to make her husband question things about her, and he called the wedding off. Tracy had originally planned to use her wedding as another way to pick on Dawn and make herself feel as though she was on top. But after everything that Dawn brought up turned out to be true, there was nobody around for Tracy to show off to. After Tracy had tried so hard to make this another chance for her to make Dawn feel bad, it turned out that this whole wedding was making Tracy feel terrible. Tracy tried in one last move to save her wedding to call those she invited, but soon learned that most of them had either blocked her or hated her enough to pick up the phone and tear into her. It seems that most of these people had moved out of town as well, so all those invitations Tracy relied so much on never even made it to her supposed guests. Soon after, Tracy's husband, although newlywed, found out about this part of Tracy's past and immediately took a 180 and asked for a divorce. Had Tracy just thought about things a bit more, she might have been able to avoid all this by only inviting those that actually see her as their friends still, if those people are even out there anymore.
Hey, Kim. When are you and Mason planning on staying here till? I kind of want you guys to leave. Morgan, hi. I was just going to ask you something. I might come home late tonight, so can you vacuum and clean the kitchen for me? Why me? You don't work, so why don't you do it? You're my servant, so come clean the house and then leave. Wait! I'm in the middle of something right now. OMG, I might win about $100. Are you gambling right now or something? Wow. I have no words. Hey, I can't cook or take a shower. Come home immediately. OMG, I can treat myself with something expensive tonight. Deciding between Kobe beef or sushi. Are you listening to me? I want you and Mason to leave. Nick is going to live with me after he comes back from his business trip. You two are a waste of space. Guess what? The guy next to me bought coffee for me. I think he wants me to split the cash that I won. Can you even listen properly? Ugh, you're such a low-level person. Call me high level because I can live off with just money from gambling. People who gamble are the low levels of society. You are such a bad influence to my child. Can you leave? To your child? You didn't even give birth yet. Shut up. I came back to give birth, but it's going to be stressful if the two of you are here. I'll be there when you give birth. Plus, you'll be able to relax if I'm not at the house. OMG. Please just come home and clean the house. Wait. You wanted me to leave a minute ago, but you want me to come back now? Okay. You know what? I'm turning into an idiot. I can't believe Mason chose someone like you. Sorry. I'm gonna go grab a drink with the guy that bought me coffee, so I will come home late, okay? Wait. What? Are you serious? Yeah, it's a long story. Oh, I think Mason is going home soon, so if you have something to say, can you tell him? I have nothing to say. Please pack your bags and leave the house with Mason. If we leave, can you send my stuff later? It's going to be a bother to carry, so... Sure. No problem. I might sell the valuable stuff you have, though. Thanks. I feel really bad for making you send this stuff to me, though, so I don't want you to do that, so I'm deciding to stay. See? Your attitude is pissing me off. I don't want a dirty parasite like you two to live in my house, so I will kindly leave your stuff outside the house.
Do we need to leave the house? That's a problem, because it's going to take a while to find a new place.
Sorry, but Morgan will not shut up about it. When are you coming home? I want you to check on her.
I was playing with a wild boar in the woods, but I'll go home now.
Oh, communing with nature. How nice. Anyways, I can't leave yet, so can you check on her?
What are you doing, by the way?
I'm grabbing a drink with the guy that I got to know while gambling.
Gotcha. Then let's meet up at Kim's house tonight and spend the last night there.
Sure. See? Wasn't it easy to pack your bags since I left your stuff outside the house? Oh, what happened to the story of you sending my stuff? What? I did send it to you. From the house to the backyard. Thank God a parasite like the two of you left the house. Pretty sure my parents will be happy about this too. I did something good. Did ya? Let's see about that. What's with the attitude? I did do something good. Did you talk to your parents? No, but it was obvious that they wanted to kick you out. So, I was so glad because it'll be a curse to me to put someone who can't have a child in this house. So, bye. Kim? I keep getting calls about rent from the management company. What the hell? Did you do something? Oh, getting calls means that you're not paying the rent. Shut up! I know that. Why are we getting charged for the rent? It's our house. Yeah, it's frustrating, right? But they are doing their job, you know. I don't understand why I need to pay the rent. Morgan, you promised with the owner that you will pay the rent every month, right? Wait, rent? Oh, you didn't know? You didn't hear anything from Mason? Mason can't even have a decent conversation. Can't believe that he's my brother. So, you were paying the rent every month? Yeah, Mason and I were paying about $2,000 every month. It was so expensive. What? Wait, what should I do? I've been paying the rent from my account, but since I left the house, I told them that you'll pay from your account, so I put their info on the fridge for you. What I'm trying to say is, how the hell can I pay for it? Good luck with that. Mason, there is no way I can pay the rent, so can I borrow money?
Why don't you ask Mom and Dad?
I did, but they said they can't help because they spend too much money on gambling. I didn't hear anything about this. Did you know about it?
Oh, damn. There's a lot of people doing gambling around me.
Just answer my question.
Don't know. But isn't the weather nice today? How about doing the laundry?
Who cares about that?
Oh yeah. You have the dryer at home, right?
Okay, you know what? I'm wasting my time talking to you. You should change that about you.
I think I looked at the sun too much because I'm literally blind now.
Why don't you take me seriously for a minute? I'm your sister. Why didn't you tell me about the rent and about Mom and Dad?
Well, you are the one that kicked us out, so I think it's wrong to ask us when you need help. Also, about Mom and Dad, we were the ones that were paying rent and helping them. But what were you doing? You were living in the city partying every night, not even contacting us.
What?
Kim and I moved back to the house simply because it was cheaper. And it's been almost 10 years since I came back. So I wasn't hiding anything because you didn't contact us.
Oh, about that.
Such a beautiful day. I should go to the woods today.
Sorry, but whatever you say, it's a no for us. We bought a condo, so there is no way we are leaving here. Wait, I truly apologize from the bottom of my heart, so I want you guys to live with me again. It's the top floor of the condo. That's awesome, right? I wanted to live in a house surrounded by nature, but wanted to experience the celeb life also. Whatever. Hey, if you have money to live on the top floor of a condo, why not help me? I can't do that. The guy I met last month at gambling was a real estate related asset owner, and since I was his favorite, I was able to buy this place for a cheap price. What? Are you serious? Yup. You never know where you're going to get a connection. By the way, if you can't pay the rent, why don't you move somewhere else? I can't. I don't have any savings left. Well, how about Nick? He's your husband, right? I can't tell him that we need to pay rent. Also, I thought that we didn't need to pay the rent if we moved here, so we didn't save up any money. Wow. I feel bad for the kid to have parents like this. Anyway, work this out with him, okay? Bye. Wait, are you just going to leave me? I'm really sorry, so can you help me? There's no need to, so good luck with everything. Okay then. I will leave this house because there is no way I can pay rent. I have no choice but to run away. You shouldn't do that. Shut up. I can do whatever I want to. Wait. There's a wild boar in front of the house. Oh, I think that's the wild boar that Mason was friends with. Is it doing okay? I can't leave the house. It's staring at me. Don't you think it's a gift from God saying to not leave the house? Maybe so. I know that I need to get myself together. Oh, now you know? I didn't realize until you told me. You finally realize now how selfish you've been all your life? I can't run away from this, right? Wow! I can't believe that a wild boar can change one's mind. I'm going to talk to Nick about this, so wish me luck. You should do that. I'm so glad that you're regretting your life decisions. Hey, why don't you come live with us again? I was only thinking about myself and not you guys. Sorry, but can't do that because we will be a parasite to you and I'll be a curse to you. Morgan decided to stay at the house, but when she told Mike about the rent, they fought a few times, but he finally understood her and helped her pay for it and started looking for a new place. Mom and Dad were aware that they were just a waste of space and felt bad, so they both started working part-time. Morgan gave birth and is having a hard time raising a child while paying for the rent, so we started to help her financially. But I was thinking, why not live together? So we all helped each other while raising money, and believe it or not, we all started to live together in one house. It's all thanks to the man who I met while gambling. I didn't expect for this to happen. You never know what's going to happen in life.
Flora, you're older than me, and yet you're still not married. It's quite something, isn't it? I mean, at your age, isn't it starting to get a bit concerning? Goldie, what do you mean by that? I'm not exactly rushing into marriage or anything. It's not like it's something to be worried about. Come on, you're at that age now. Do you really not understand? My husband is the eldest son, and there's a lot of pressure on me because of that, you know. You have to think about these things too. It really matters. Well, I don't feel pressured at all. My parents don't have those old-fashioned expectations. Sure, there might be some excitement since I'm the first grandchild, but it's not something you need to worry about too much. It's not like anyone's putting pressure on you about it. Oh, I definitely feel it, even if you don't say anything. I mean, I'm the one who came into this family, right? And I'm the first grandchild, while my husband has 2 older sisters who aren't married yet. That's a bit unexpected for me, too. I understand, but marriage is such a personal matter. Even though I'm your sister-in-law, it's not really something you should be discussing with me. So, are your parents okay with that? What if my children ended up being the only grandchildren? Well, I can't completely rule that possibility out, but really, it's not something you need to worry so much about. No, I'm definitely going to be worried about it. Because once the baby I'm carrying is born, there's a good chance they'll expect me to have another one right after, right? That's honestly too much for me to handle. It's going to be fine. If that happens, we can talk about it then. But come on, this is the first grandchild. There's going to be a celebration for the birth, isn't there? After all, since I got pregnant, our expenses have skyrocketed, and after the birth, it's going to cost even more money. So, yes, I am absolutely expecting a big celebration. Wait, are you seriously saying that? I mean, I understand that pregnancy and childbirth cost money, but especially since I'm having a boy. If I don't get a lavish celebration, I might just lose it. I'm risking my life to bring this baby into the world. And to be honest, I didn't even want kids in the first place, but since your brother wanted children, here we are. I get that, but well, I know that my in-laws don't seem to have a lot of money, so it's probably going to be difficult to expect much from them. Still, please don't send anything useless. If it's trash, I'll just throw it away. Yes, I understand already. I'm currently experiencing postpartum depression, so I really don't want to see anyone from my in-laws right now. Please don't contact me. What? Are you really okay with that? I mean, is it really fine to shut everyone out like that? I'm fine, but it would be incredibly annoying if they just showed up at my house unannounced, so please don't come over, okay? Well, that's really all I wanted to say. I see, but I can't help but worry a little. I mean, I've only been able to see the baby once so far. I mean, it seems like my mother is trying her best not to bring it up too much, but I think she would appreciate having more opportunities to spend time with her grandchild. Once things settle down a bit, it would be nice if we could all meet up again. I'll think about it. Right now, my parents are completely focused on taking care of the baby, and I don't want to impose any more than necessary. Oh, I understand. If you ever need help, just let us know. We're more than willing to come by and lend a hand if you need it. Honestly, I'd prefer if you didn't feel the need to do that. It's a really complicated situation right now, and I'm just exhausted from everything. It's like the English language is failing me, and I just don't want to deal with it anymore. It's also overwhelming. That's not what I meant at all. I also sent you a congratulatory gift for the baby the other day. Did you receive it? I thought it would be better not to ring the doorbell when I passed by your house, so I left it on your parking area instead. I did receive your gift, but honestly, it looked so cheap. I ended up throwing it all in the trash. Seriously, I need something better than that. What? Are you serious? You threw it all away? Of course. What's with the handmade diaper tower? It's so tacky that I couldn't stop laughing. It's been ages since I've laughed like that, especially after giving birth. Wait, I worked really hard with my mom to make that for you. And also, what about the $30,000 gift? Huh? What do you mean by that? Inside the diaper tower, I wrapped up the $30,000 gift from my mom and me. You did notice that, right? What? No way. Are you serious? That's exactly what I want to know. Did you really throw it away? That's impossible. If that was the case, you should have mentioned it in the letter. This is the worst. Of course I threw it away. Wow. Oh, this is unbelievable. It was even written in the letter I attached. You really did this. Go get it back right now. I'm out right now. You know what? I'll contact my parents to go and get it. Wait, you're out this late? I'm going to contact my brother right now. It would be faster if you reach out to him, right? I mean, I know you need to tell your parents too, but still. No, wait, the gift was sent to me, right? That means I have to receive it. Huh? But it's also a good idea to let your brother know. I thought it was strange that I hadn't heard anything yet, so I asked you first. Oh, whatever. I'll just send my parents to get it. Seriously, please stop being so attached to your brother. I have enough on my plate right now, so this is all I can handle. Hey, wait a minute. Make sure you talk to my brother properly, okay? I don't want any misunderstandings. It's really important that you communicate everything clearly, especially now that you've had the baby. You don't want any issues arising from this, do you?
I found it! It was still there! I'm so relieved I found it in time. But seriously, she threw it out regardless of the garbage collection days or anything. What on earth is she thinking? This is such a hassle. I'm so sorry about this.
You found it? Oh, that's great. I'm really glad you contacted me right away. But wait, you were home taking care of the baby, right? Then why did you insist on calling your parents instead of me? It would have been much quicker to reach out to me.
I didn't want you to take my money. I knew if I told you, you'd just put it in the baby's savings account, and I wanted to use it all myself.
Oh, is that what it was? I figured something was off when I saw how you were acting.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I think there's something you're hiding from me.
Hiding? Like what? By the way, are you out right now? Are you out having fun?
Yeah, it seems that way. She sometimes goes out like this. Before, she was staying with her parents taking care of the baby. I'm not entirely sure why, but ever since I started taking parental leave and stayed home with the baby, she's started going out alone now and then.
Oh, really? Well, the way you say that makes it sound like you've been thinking she might have been going out more when she was at your parents' place, right?
Yeah, there's a good chance of that. I don't think it's a bad thing to go out occasionally. Just because she's a mother doesn't mean she has to be glued to the baby all the time. I'm here, and so are her parents. We can all share the parenting responsibilities. Taking a breather is important too, I believe. But the issue is how she's spending her time out.
What do you mean by that?
She often comes home drunk in the morning after a night out. It seems she's been drinking with her friends from college. She comes home completely wasted and then just sleeps all day. I don't mind her going out, but she's a stay-at-home mom after all. I worry about what will happen when my parental leave ends. Will she be able to handle the housework properly again? It's a bit concerning.
Oh, I see. You guys had a bit of a rushed marriage, huh? So you didn't really know about her true nature before tying the knot?
Well, I guess that's about right. I think I fell into her trap more than I'd like to admit. We were supposed to be practicing safe sex, but then she ended up getting pregnant. I really don't mind because children are a blessing, but still. She got pregnant before we were married, and then she quit her job right away. It feels like I've been tricked, honestly.
Wow. So you were aware of that, huh? We all kind of thought the same thing. But if you're saying you're happy with it, then that's great, right? Mom and I talked about that too.
Is that so?
It's possible that with the baby finally here, she's just feeling overwhelmed with excitement and letting loose a bit too much.
Yeah, that could be it. So I've been doing a lot of the housework while she's out, you know? I've become quite good at cleaning. I honestly think the place is cleaner now than when she does it.
Well, kudos to you for that, but don't forget to thank your wife. After all, she's the one maintaining the home. Even if she's not great at housework, you still need to appreciate her for keeping your life running smoothly.
I get that, but, oh, Flora, I have a favor to ask you.
What is it?
Could you keep the fact that I found the $30,000 a secret from her?
Wait, why?
If she knows, I think she'd just blow it all on herself. She has this habit of spending money really fast. I mean, I get that going out drinking costs money, but if I give her cash, it might turn into a disaster. I want to save it for the baby's future. Also, I've been a bit concerned about something.
Really? What's been going on?
Well, I'll tell you once I'm sure about it, but there's a possibility that she might be betraying me.
What do you mean by that?
I have this gut feeling that she's hiding something from me and I can't shake it off. She's been acting weird lately and I can't quite put my finger on it.
You think she's being unfaithful?
I don't know yet. That's why I'm keeping an eye on things. It just feels like she's changed since the baby was born, you know? It's like she's become more carefree and distant. I understand that having a baby can change a person, but I can't help but feel suspicious about her late nights out.
Wow, that sounds intense. Have you talked to her about this at all?
I've tried, but she just brushes it off like I'm overreacting. She says I should trust her and that she's just having some time for herself. I want her to have her freedom, but I also think it's crucial for us to be honest with each other.
Yeah, for sure. Trust is key in a relationship. If you can't talk about these things, it's going to build up and cause bigger issues down the line.
Exactly, and I really don't want to jump to any conclusions, but my instincts are telling me something isn't right. I just wish I could get through to her and make her understand how serious this is for me.
Well, if you thought about sitting her down and having a heartfelt conversation when she's sober, sometimes people don't realize the impact of their actions until they really think about it.
I've been thinking about it, but every time I try to bring it up, she gets defensive and changes the subject. It's frustrating. I don't want to start a fight, but I need her to know how I feel.
I totally get that. Maybe if you approach it from a place of concern instead of accusation, she might be more open to listening.
That's a good point. I should focus on how I feel and not make her feel attacked. I'll try to find a calm moment to talk to her about it. Thanks for the advice.
Of course, just remember it's okay to express your feelings, but it's also important to be patient. Relationships take work, and sometimes things just need time to settle down.
Yeah, you're right. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for being here for me, Flora. It means a lot.
Anytime. We're siblings, and I'll always have your back. Just keep me updated on how things go with her, okay?
Absolutely. I'll let you know what happens. Hopefully we can get this sorted out soon.
Yeah, I'm rooting for you. Just keep communication open, and I'm sure you'll find a way to work through it together. Flora, why did you lie? That $30,000, didn't Eric recover it? Why did you keep quiet about it? Oh, that issue? What? Did Eric finally say something to you? I hope you didn't make a scene or anything. This is the worst. If I had that money, none of this would have happened. It's completely unfair. What do you mean by none of this? My husband just said he wants a divorce. He's done with this marriage. But if we had that $30,000, this wouldn't have happened. I could have paid off our debts and fixed everything. Well, that was something you threw away, wasn't it? You should think of it as something that never existed in the first place. Also, those are not words you should say to someone who gave you $30,000. That's pretty rude, don't you think? Because! Why did you hide it in a diaper tower like some childish trick? You knew how important that money was. How rude. I thought you would enjoy it as a surprise. I didn't make the diaper tower with the expectation it would be thrown away. That would be silly. I genuinely wanted to create a fun moment for you. But you said you'd have my parents come pick it up, right? So why did you contact my brother instead? I thought it was strange from the beginning that you wanted to involve your parents. You should have just told me directly. Then I got a call from my brother and everything clicked. I never imagined you would go out drinking with your old circle members while secretly spending a fortune on a host. What were you thinking? Well, that's because it's not like I had a choice. I mean, it's my ultimate form of relaxation. It's my favorite idle activities. You can't just take that away from me. I'm not denying that relaxation or idle activities are important, but you need to do those things within a budget. You can't just lie to your husband just to go out, and now you've ended up with all this debt. This is a serious issue. You wanted the $30,000 from the congratulatory money to pay off this debt, didn't you? Well, I needed money to support him. So it can't be helped. You don't understand how hard it is to be a mother and not have any outlet. If you need the money, then work and save it up to pay it off yourself. Don't rely on other people's money. And to think you wanted to use the $30,000 that was supposed to be a congratulatory gift. Is that really something a parent would do? It's irresponsible. Shut up! You say whatever you want as long as I stay quiet. If you had just given me the $30,000, this would have been resolved. But your brother found out about it first and deposited the entire amount into the child's savings. You're directing your resentment at the wrong target. If that's the case, then get the money from your parents to pay it off. They should help you out if they care about you. We've been poor for generations. That's why my parents were counting on my husband's income. And now I'm being told there's going to be a divorce. Take responsibility. This isn't fair. Shut up. Just stop already. I can't listen to this anymore. What did you just say? While you've been slacking off on parenting and wasting money drinking until the morning, your husband has been home alone doing everything. He's been desperately doing the housework and cleaning, and he found your IOU while doing so. He saw that paper hidden deep down and decided your spending habits were abnormal. So he hired a detective to gather all the evidence, didn't he? Wait, was it really that far gone? He hired a detective? Did you think no one knew? This is all the result of your own actions. Sure, there's no rule that says you can't have fun just because you're a mother. But while you were doing nothing, your brother was working tirelessly without rest, and while you were carelessly accumulating debt, he was growing tired from taking care of the child. And don't you dare blame your divorce on someone else just because you couldn't find the congratulatory money that was given to you. But if I had that $30,000, I could have paid back the money and none of this would have been a problem. If you had done that, you would have just gotten carried away and racked up even more debt. A person like you needs to experience pain firsthand to learn. It's the only way you'll understand the consequences of your actions. Wait, I get it. I won't go to the host anymore. I won't borrow money anymore. So please just help me this once. 30,000. No, even 20,000 would be fine. I'll be grateful for any amount you can spare. Look, we're not rich either. It's not an amount that just magically appears when you wish for it. We're also desperately gathering every penny to make ends meet. Just like you said, I don't have a boyfriend, nor am I planning to have children. Given the way things are going, the chances of me getting married and having kids are slim. So the money I spent was entrusted to your children's future. I don't want to waste it on your irresponsible choices. But if I get divorced like this, that child will be left without a father. Don't you see that? I need to be there for my child. What are you talking about? Of course the father will get custody. He's the responsible one. A debt-ridden woman who thoughtlessly tries to use her child's money while being a stay-at-home mom without a job is in no position to raise a child. You need to face the reality of your situation. That's true, but let me ask you this. Can you raise a child under these circumstances? You have to pay for your living expenses and child support, and now you'll also have to pay your husband alimony. How do you plan on doing that? Alimony? But I don't have that kind of money. How can I possibly afford that? Of course, that's impossible. You've had physical relationships with other men behind your husband's back multiple times. That's a serious betrayal, and you'll have to face the consequences. He has every right to demand alimony. Please, I am begging you, talk to Eric. I was a stay-at-home mom, and I was happy. I can't work after a divorce. I don't know how to make it on my own. Don't act like a stay-at-home mom even when you can't handle basic household chores or childcare. Of course you were happy because you had the freedom to play, but you crossed the line. You can't just ignore your responsibilities. I'm sorry. I promise I'll never do this again. I'll be a proper mother. I've learned my lesson. So please, just this once, forgive me. If I can just pay back the debt, everything will be okay. Then pay what you owe and start over. Your trust is already sunk down there. Don't think you can be forgiven with such light words. Reflect on your selfish actions and suffer in hell for the rest of your life, you worthless woman. You think it's that easy to just move on? Please, I'll change, I promise. I can't lose my child. I'll do anything. You don't get it, do you? Your words mean nothing now. You've lost the right to be trusted, and it'll take more than just promises to regain it. You have to face the consequences of your actions. Your husband deserves better, and so does your child. You need to take responsibility. I know I messed up, but please, I don't want to lose my family. Can't you see how hard this is for me? I didn't mean for any of this to happen. You think you can just brush everything under the rug because you're feeling sorry for yourself? It doesn't work that way. You need to be held accountable. You need to make real changes, not just empty promises. Show that you can be a responsible adult. I promise I'll get a job. I'll do anything. Just help me get through this, please. Talk is cheap. You need to prove it with actions. Your husband's at his limit and you're running out of time. If you want to turn things around, you better start showing real commitment to change and being a better mother. I will, I swear. Just give me one more chance. I'll show you I can do it. Make sure you mean it, or you'll find yourself in an even worse situation than you're in now. Remember, you're not just risking your own future, you're jeopardizing your child's as well. Please, I don't want to think about that. I just want to make things right. I want to fix this and be a good mother. Then start by being honest with yourself and those around you. No more lies, no more hiding. If you want a chance at redemption, you'll have to be willing to fight for it every single day. I understand. I really do. I'll just do whatever it takes. Just don't give up on me yet. Well, it's too late to ask for that now because every single one of us has given up on you now. I hope that you have fun rotting in hell for all that you've done to us. Goldie was reportedly devastated when my brother firmly informed her of the divorce, breaking down into tears. However, it seems that my brother had completely lost all feelings for her, leading to the divorce proceeding without any further hesitation. The emotional impact of such a revelation can be immense, especially when a relationship that once held promise crumbles so suddenly. Under the guidance of a private investigator who advised him to be thorough, my brother had secretly installed hidden cameras during their discussions. This allowed him to capture the moments when Goldie, consumed by anger and frustration, attempted to lash out at their child. The recordings became crucial evidence in the divorce proceedings, revealing the true nature of her behavior when confronted. It's chilling to think about how a moment of anger can lead to such devastating consequences, not just for Goldie, but for the child caught in the middle. Following the divorce, Goldie lost her rights to see her child, and she would never be around to meet them again. The emotional toll of the situation must have been immense for her, but at the same time, it feels almost like poetic justice, considering her previous actions. The loss of her child would be a permanent scar on her heart, serving as a constant reminder of her decisions and their fallout. Now, buried with debt, alimony, and the necessity of earning a living, Goldie reluctantly found part-time work. Every day she struggles to make ends meet, and honestly, it's hard not to feel a sense of schadenfreude in this situation. Her previous lifestyle, filled with careless spending and reckless choices, has turned into a harsh reality. She now has to wake up early each morning, facing the drudgery of her new life. Each day serves as a reminder of what she lost, and it must be excruciating to see the stark contrast between her former life and her current one. She once enjoyed a life of leisure, filled with social outings and extravagant expenses, and now she is scraping by, barely able to pay her bills. The transformation from a life of luxury to one of financial strain illustrates the consequences of her actions. Goldie's transition from the carefree existence to the struggles of a working single mother highlights the impact of her previous choices. In the past, she may have taken her brother's support for granted, believing that she could continue living her life without consequences. But now, reality's hit hard, and every hour she spends at her part-time job serves as a reminder of the choices she's made and their repercussions. My brother, on the other hand, seems to be moving on with his life. Free from the chaos and drama that Goldie brought into his life, he can focus on his child without the burdens that Goldie represented. This newfound freedom must feel like a weight lifted off his shoulders, allowing him to finally breathe and find joy in parenting without the stress of an unstable partnership. The contrast between their current situations could not be more stark, as Goldie finds herself in a self-imposed prison of regret while her brother flourishes. Goldie's current situation also forces her to reflect on her priorities and the choices that led her to this point. The debt that she accrued, possibly to fund her previous lifestyle, now looms over her like a dark cloud. Every moment spent at work is not just about earning a paycheck, it's about trying to repay her past mistakes and the consequences of her actions. The pressure to make ends meet while managing her financial obligations is a daily burden that weighs heavily on her shoulders. She may find herself daydreaming about what could have been, contemplating how different things might be if she had made better choices. The longing to see her child again might haunt her, knowing that her actions directly led to her current circumstances. The realization of what she lost may bring moments of deep sadness and regret, forcing her to confront the gravity of her decisions. As she navigates her new life, Goldie will likely encounter challenges that push her to her limits. Balancing work and life without the support she once had will be a daunting task. She might have to rely on friends or acquaintances for help, something that she may not have been used to before. This reliance on others could bring about feelings of vulnerability and insecurity as she comes to terms with her new reality. Her interactions with others will also change. She may find it difficult to relate to those who still live the life she once had. The envy and resentment she might feel towards them could lead to feelings of isolation. She may struggle to connect with those who don't understand her plight, further exasperating her sense of loss and grief over what she used to have. In the midst of this struggle, there may be moments of clarity for Goldie. These moments might help her realize the true cost of her decisions and the importance of responsibility and accountability. She might begin to understand the value of hard work, the importance of financial stability, and the love that comes with being a parent, something she took for granted. Eventually, Goldie may find a way to rebuild her life, whether it's through new friendships, personal growth, or professional development. She may start to carve out a new identity separate from the mistakes of her past. This journey towards self-improvement could be transformative, allowing her to redefine her purpose and goals in life. Yet the scars of her past will remain, serving as constant reminders of what she lost and what she must overcome. Her journey towards redemption may be long and arduous, filled with obstacles and setbacks, but it will also provide opportunities for growth and learning. Goldie's story serves as a cautionary tale about the consequences of neglecting one's responsibilities, illustrating that one's choices can profoundly affect the lives of those around them. It highlights the importance of being accountable for one's actions and the impact those actions can have on family and relationships. In the end, Goldie's path to recovery may lead her to a deeper understanding of herself, her values, and the importance of cherishing her family.